Ghana, I feel like the people are much more warm.
Yeah.
When they say Akwaba, welcome, they actually mean welcome. Whereas in England, if you even do get a welcome.
I'm Vanessa Kanbi, and I'm here with the Abtar family who have made the move from the UK to Ghana last year in 2020 during, everything that's been going on. Thank you so much for sitting down with me, guys. Would you like to introduce yourselves one by one? We can start with you. What's your name?
My name is Ayala.
I'm Bridget.
Natari.
I'm Michael.
So what made you guys decide to move to Ghana?
Me first, okay. After many, I think, years, we always knew we wanted to live somewhere in Africa.
Yeah.
Ghana was a strong contender on paper, but we hadn't actually been until, I think, 2016.
Okay.
And then I was invited to speak at a conference here.
Oh, cool.
Really loved it. Extended my stay a bit longer, and then the next year was invited to speak at another conference. So I brought the family with me because I thought if they like it as much as I do, then there's a chance that we would definitely look to in future move here.
So what is it that you do for work?
I run a data privacy and cyber security consultancy based in the UK, but our clients are all over the world, so I work remotely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So did you know that you could always pick that up and move anywhere?
Pretty much. I think 95% of my work was remote up until when the coronavirus happened, and then it became 100% remote.
Okay.
So that was when we said, look, there's no need for me to be in the UK or traveling anywhere for meetings. We could be living in the sun, enjoying ourselves. Now's the time, as the best time to do it.
And where is both of your family from originally?
I was born in Jamaica. My family are Jamaican.
Okay, nice.
And
my father's side's from Jamaica. My mother's side, half from St. Vincent and half English.
So did you ever consider living in Jamaica, seeing as you have such strong ties to Jamaica?
yes, we did. We did. We visited Jamaica a couple of years back and traveled all around the island, all 14 parishes, and contemplated it, but then weighed Jamaica up against Ghana, and Ghana won.
What was the shortcomings of Jamaica?
I wouldn't necessarily want to describe it as shortcomings, because
Right,
I
okay.
love Jamaica, and we still want, we have family there. We want to have a home there eventually, a holiday home.
Yeah.
But comparatively, Jamaica is a small island. Ghana is a massive country on the largest, continent.
Yeah.
In terms of, I guess, if you say shortcomings, with Jamaica, perhaps there were maybe slightly more concerns about security with the family. That's not to say you don't have those concerns in other parts, everywhere you go in the world. But Ghana just feels just that extra bit safer, that extra bit more welcoming. So I think that was what tipped it in Ghana's favor.
And what other countries did you guys visit? I saw you've been to other African countries and Caribbean countries. Do you remember the countries that you've been to?
I remember Kenya.
Kenya? Do you remember?
Yeah.
We've been to Kenya. When I was young, went to St. Vincent.
Oh,
Barbados
cool.
as well, I think.
Oh, nice. What did you think of Kenya? Do you remember it?
Kenya, I have no problem. No
Oh,
problem
that's
at
good.
all with that country.
What did you see when you were there?
We saw 4 of the big 5. We saw the lion, buffalo. We just didn't see the rhino, that was all.
So you went on a safari? That's
Yeah, it
really
was like
cool.
every day you'd wake up. In the night it was cool.
Oh,
and
nice.
In the morning, you just burn through the morning on the.
Oh, wow. I mean, that sounds great. So many people think of when you have a family, potentially you can't travel. And obviously you guys have traveled around the world with both of your kids.
Definitely.
How have you managed to do that?
I think thankfully we've got children that we're happy to spend the time with. They are an absolute joy and they make the experience even more fun. They are even more adventurous than we are, which is what's made it easy. Even here in Ghana, we've done so much and have so many more adventures planned. And it's really easy because even if it's a 3 or a 5 hour drive, they're so cool.
Oh, that is so nice.
Whether it's car karaoke or just creating random games to get us through the ride, they're really good.
That is really, really great.
They make it fun.
I think what's made it, in practical terms, working remotely and homeschooling is what makes it a lot easier as well, because we can pick, there isn't necessarily a fixed term time, so we can find cheap tickets and fly somewhere. And for us, we said from even before our children was born, we very much wanted travel to be a part of their education. I don't think there's anything better than actually living an experience. So that is,
Have you homeschooled from when they were younger?
From birth. We went to seminars before they were ever born, just to make sure that we were doing the, that parent guilt thing.
Yeah.
You're always wondering if you're doing the right thing. So we did our homework before they were even born.
Were you both in on that before they were born?
Yes.
You both decided. Why did you decide to homeschool? Was it so that you had that flexibility to travel, or was there more to it than that?
Flexibility to travel, but also to be more free with what they're learning and to discover more about them. For them to have that one-to-one engagement with you, because it's to the point now where we've spent so much time around each other, we can look at each other and pretty much know the mood that the other person's in, and they'll know, Mummy, should I get you some coffee?
Oh, that's really
Mummy,
cute.
would you need some water? Like, they just know. We know them as well, which makes it a great experience.
Do you like being taught by your parents? You like being at home? I think my daughter, so we were homeschooling for the past, few months. My daughter loves, being at home and being taught by us, whereas my son more likes, going in. But I think because you've always been this way, there's no other way,
Yeah.
Where do you meet other kids? Here, you're in such a nice compound. There must be so many kids here that you can play with.
Yeah, a lot. In England, where we were, as far as I recall, we were never around a lot of our friends in our age range. They were quite far away. I'd say the closest one, as far as I know, the closest two families were very far away, at least an hour or 50 minutes.
Okay. So your family lived far away from you?
They do, but in England
Our
we
family
lived.
was close.
That's it. In England we lived in Surrey,
Oh, right, okay.
and so I and several other mothers set up a homemade co-op,
Oh, cool.
and on a weekly basis we would go to different co-op meetups. So we'd have to leave our area to go and
meet the other parents and the
That's it.
kids. Oh, that's a really fun thing to do, though. Meet other kids and learn together.
different age groups as well. I think that's what I absolutely love. They're really good with older children of all age groups because of being in the co-op where we'd have babies there and 16-year-olds, and it's an all-inclusive learning environment. So it's more than just maths and English. It's how do you relate intergenerationally, basically.
So important. And so what countries in the Caribbean and Africa did you visit before you decided on Ghana?
I've been to a few more because of business. So I guess in Africa, Egypt, Kenya, Mauritius, Rwanda, Uganda, and then Ghana twice, and then quite a few islands in the Caribbean. And other parts of the world as well.
Wow, that's really cool. And what about Ghana is it that really drew you here? And you were saying before we put the cameras on that you don't want to go back to England. So why is it that you want to stay here in Ghana?
in Ghana, I feel like the people are much more warm.
Yeah.
When they say Akwaba, welcome, they actually mean welcome.
Mm.
Whereas in England, if you even do get a welcome, it's not necessarily the most well-known. The only way I ever felt it was welcoming with family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only thing that I felt welcome.
I definitely agree with you. I think there's more like genuine conversations here, and when somebody is saying something to you, they really mean it. I totally agree with you on that one. And what about you? How are you finding it here in Ghana?
To tell the truth, I don't want to go to any other country for the next 3 months or so.
Okay, that's good. So you're happy to stay here?
I'm happy.
Do you like the weather?
Yeah, it's usually nice and cool outside, but when it's hot, I just always have to get some breeze.
Oh yeah, no, it does get a little bit too hot sometimes. You're right. And what about you two? What do you really like about being here in Ghana?
For me, I absolutely love Ghana. We've always raised our children where if there's an elder, that's auntie or uncle or miss or mister, and that's just part of the culture here, where all of your elders are aunties and uncles, and I think it's just such a beautiful way to extend your friendship circle and to look at everyone else as if they are an extension of your family. I think it really helps to create a better environment where people treat each other better.
Yeah.
Because that's my brother, that's my sister, that's my uncle. We wanted them to grow in an environment like that. And as Michael said, it's so much more calm. Where, I mean, Accra, it's like the traffic and everything. Culturally, it's just such a much calmer environment that I think it's perfect for raising children. And I know that Ghana is going places. Developmentally, it's going places. So everything that they can put in place for themselves right now and us for them, for their future, it's going to be amazing.
I know, I'm so excited as well to see what the future holds for Ghana.
Yeah.
And how about you? What do you enjoy about it?
There's two, probably I'd take up the next 2 hours talking about it. So I'll try and keep it as succinct as I can. I think here you feel very much as though you're part of a community. I go for walks most mornings and 9 out of 10 people, we greet each other, we smile, we say hello. Somebody might ask you to help them with carry something heavy across the road. Just little simple things, and not so simple things. I grew up in London where, people are quite remote from each other. You can get on a train and you would see the same face every day, but you would never even smile to say good morning. So that here I think is, very, very welcoming. And then in terms of people, we've been very, very fortunate, both with Ghanaian friends we knew from the UK and Ghanaian friends since we landed, that have made our transition so smooth and just gone out of their way to help, and that's been, besides that, why it's like summer all year round.
I know, that is one of the best things. I just moved 2 weeks ago, and to just be able to go outside when you want to go outside and have the heat makes a world of difference. That one thing alone, not having to wrap up, get all your gloves and everything on, that in itself is like an amazing thing. And then everything else is a bonus. The community feel is so nice.
Getting the children ready, or telling the children to get ready is amazing. And not having to do that winter shop.
Oh gosh,
I felt that to my core.
What's the next steps for you guys? You're talking about maybe land, moving up to another area. Did you want to speak?
I just think like the land part, we had the corner plot, right? It was, the undergrowth was thick, and the trees on top, it was like it was just one jungle.
Oh,
It
wow.
was like the whole mountain was a jungle. When you are approaching it, before the toll, you see like just this thick green on the mountain. And when you're up there, you know why.
So,
Really nice.
Yeah.
You're talking about the approach to the land.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then probably after a few months, once that is all cleared, it will probably just look like the eco lodge
Yeah.
that he's built.
Oh, nice. That's really exciting. So, did you decide to buy some land?
So yes, we have. We're not really city dwellers. We
Okay.
absolutely love green, lush spaces. So we've chosen the hills of Aburi to build our dream home.
That is so exciting.
It's
It is.
scary and exciting at the same time.
What was the process like actually buying the land?
I would say, because you hear so many different horror stories.
Yeah.
And like a friend of mine told me to get a lawyer to do background checks on my lawyer, kind of thing. It
Oh,
was like-
right.
so it makes you quite hesitant. But thankfully, in terms of, I say shout out to Kofi Anku, who's been, wonderful in terms of making that journey a lot more, seamless. So it's been great in terms of the experience of, it took us probably the best part of 5 months of traveling, viewing different plots of land and not, seeing some that were okay, but were not quite what we were looking for. And then, so we're glad we found something that is just about right.
Oh, that's really exciting. And what are you going to build on there? Have you got plans?
We're finalising the plans just now. It's going to be using a lot of local materials, as much local material as we can find. And it's going to be amazing. We will definitely be charting that journey as well.
So where can people find your journey that you are, documenting?
So far we have an Instagram that's up and running. That's the Abtars. Yeah, at the Abtar. And we will be debuting our YouTube page in the not too distant future.
Oh,
That's
great.
the Abtar Adventures.
Maybe I can put you guys in the description below if you have a link to that, and people could subscribe so that when you put up your first video, there's already some people there
Thank
to
you,
watch.
thank you.
That would be good.
Thank you.
And what would you two say to, if there was any kids that are about to move to Ghana and they're wondering like what they might need to know? Is there anything that you would want to tell them?
I would like to say, for all the children out there whose parents and families are ready to move out to Ghana, they should just make sure that they're sure with what they're doing. Because I've made that mistake many times, not being sure with what I'm doing.
I know for sure they should bring
Camera.
probably make a double extra large fan.
That's a very good tip, that one. Is there anything that you want to have here that you don't have here that maybe you could have got when you were in England? Or everything's here?
I've got all the stuff I need.
You've got everything you need. Perfect. That is great to hear. Thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Thank you.
It was so lovely to meet you all.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching this video. If you haven't done already, please do hit that subscribe button and press the bell so that you're notified every time I make an upload. And also don't forget to check out the Abtar family in the description below and subscribe to them as well, because we can't wait to see your journey of building their dream house.